pretty regular.
Yeah. Probably not too serious, but enough to blow your yard around.
Some of them, the streets are small. Then we get the cars parked, and the snow removal is a problem. Do I remember?
In the cars parked like on the street?
Well, they always had odd and even parking by the calendar day. If it's an odd day, you park on the even side, odd side of the street.
Right. So no one really had garages or
No.
driveways? Too small for that?
Those ones all have driveways. Fitzpatrick, they had a few garages up there. Brennan's had a little garage in the back. We just had a real narrow one here.
Mm-hmm.
And he did have a 2-car garage up there, which he didn't really use. I think people after it, and they put doors on it.
Right. And used it.
He used to, there's a street right across my driveway there, Warren Street, Warren Ave.
Oh.
So whenever he had a bad battery or something, he could just start the car rolling and
right. You can just start going
on the hill. Yeah,
that's fine. But as far as jobs went, you said you had the car wash, and you had the pharmacy. But what did you like put your pay towards? I guess did you get to keep it, or did you have to like put it towards your household? I guess while you were still in high school, obviously.
In high school, I guess I could keep it. Remember having a paper route in Somerville. As far as I know, I kept all that money, so I guess I kept that too.
You're the paper boy?
Yeah, it's a weekly paper.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a tough neighborhood. You're supposed to collect for it too.
Really?
Oh yeah, I'm putting the money in my socks and stuff there. It wasn't the nicest neighborhood.
Right. But I mean, you're in something. No. But what did you normally? I mean, probably not that is.
I used to buy comic books.
Yeah, so you spent your money on?
Yeah, primarily, yeah.
Which ones? Do you remember any specific ones?
Just the action ones, Superman, and all those other superheroes.
So those are kind of like
Marvel
the form
comics.
of entertainment or like hobbies, something to do. And did most of your friends have like jobs when you were in high school?
Yeah. I mean, Madden was sort of a mixed bag. A lot of the kids came from money.
Yeah.
Congressman Tip O'Neill's daughter was in my class. I don't know if you remember him. He died a few years ago, but he's still a big name. You see his pictures all around Kendall Square down there and everything. Yeah. She was ugly as sin. She still is. I saw a picture a little while ago.
Not attractive.
Oh, big Hulk, just like him.
That is too funny.
There was people. I mean, they all weren't local, so they had a commute. A lot of them.
Right.
Because the Catholic ones, you don't necessarily come right from the community.
Yeah. So one thing about going to the that school was kind of, were you among, I mean, kids who came from wealthier families? Obviously not all of them, but more so if you went to a public school.
Oh, I'd say so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe that's why we did Bix.
Right.
It's like I said, the captain of the football team, Schultz. I knew him anyways. They lived up in Arlington, up behind the golf course. His family did. So he became a dentist. So his father was either some sort of a doctor. Probably.
Right. What did your father do again?
He was a plant engineer. That was whatever, mechanical maintenance at a facility.
So what did he normally work on?
It could be refrigeration. It could be anything.
Okay. So
whatever.
Like maintenance.
Yeah, anything to do with mechanical parts.
Would the parts come to him, or was he kind of like he would travel to sites?
Well, they only had the one facility. It was a matter of either him working it or they'd contract it out.
Okay. Right. And did your mom work at all?
She didn't while we were all in school, and then she started working at Jordan Marsh.
What was that?
And it was primarily at the Burlington Mall. Because it just wasn't that long of a drive.
Right. That's not too far.
Remember, she used to take us in the. I used to go there. I don't know if anybody else was there. But she used to love the shop, and she used to go to Boston. We were in Somerville. We're not that far from it.
Right.
Really.
Oh yeah, you're closer than. Yeah.
She'd load up and then she'd catch a cab home.
Did you ever go into Boston, like as family, I guess, or just with your friends, when you were, I guess, that age or high school?
Yeah, to Boston. Well, yeah. I mean, you weren't that far. I remember walking in one day. I just felt like walking. That's when they were putting the just tearing up Scully Square, putting in the government center. A big hole, that whole big huge area that was all dug up.
Yeah.
You know, it's like one night. I don't know. Maybe it was in high school. I don't know. We were in Boston. I felt like walking home to Arlington.
From Boston.
Yeah, well, it's one foot in front of the other. You get
Right.
there eventually.
You'll get there.
So the police stopped me when I was in Arlington. What are you doing?
Really?
Yeah, 2 in the morning or something. There.
2 in the morning. Right, you'd been walking for like 3 hours already.
Yeah.
No, that's
I like
funny.
walking.
That's funny. Were the police, I guess, strict when you were in high school? Kind of like.
No.
Not so much.
No. Yeah. Yeah.
So you could kind of, like, people could hang on the street more walking around and they wouldn't really be suspicious of everyone.
In Somerville, we'd hang on the street at night. I mean, that's in high school, whatever. You'd go out in cars. I mean,
Yeah.
they catch you with beer, you know.
Would they do anything, or would they just...
For the most part, just confiscate it.
They wouldn't really report you or anything like
They
that?
probably wouldn't do anything, just drink the beer.
Yeah, that's probably...
But, you know, it was... back then, too, I mean, the police, for the most part, came from the... you know, people from the neighborhood, the ones that had the most trouble, that interfaced a lot with the police,
Right.
ended up on the police force eventually.
That's funny. So they weren't gonna really do anything since they grew up there. But did you have like a curfew?
I don't.
Like, did your parents set a curfew, or did they not really?
I don't think so.
Just kind of come in anytime you please.
Yeah, I guess so.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, 'cause I remember in Somerville, I mean, the girls had curfews. We'd stay on the street there.
Mhm.
Go around at night trying to shoot the street lights out with little paper clips.
Did you ever do the classic hang someone's shoes on the wires?
Oh, no.
None of that?
Too calm.
Yeah. Just knocking out streetlights?
Yeah. It was when they just had a bulb, exposed bulbs. So
Right.
It was easier to do.
You try to flick them. But, could you, like, where would you say
We
your...
used to throw baseball cards. You know, they weren't just collecting baseball cards. We used to throw them, too.
At what?
A wall. And you'd see who got the closest one or something, then you'd get the other.
So it kind of be a game?
Others. Yeah.
Oh.
We used to play marbles.
You did?
Yeah.
What was that like?
Yeah.
So
you have like a circle and you hit
you all
one
throw
marble
them
into
in?
another or something, and see, you know.
Oh, yeah. You don't really see that much at all today. Any other sort of card games or stuff like that? What about, like, dominoes? They have those?
Yeah. Log cabin things to build.
Oh, yeah.
Just whist. Well, whist we played a lot in college.
Was it?
Whist.
What's that?
I think it's like bridge. But you follow suits and the highest one wins or something.
Right. So that's a card game.
Yeah.
But, what would you say your family's, like, economic status was when you were growing up? I guess compared to your neighbors or compared to, the kids you went to school with. Could you just afford what you needed?